Thunder up to 66 wins. And Luka and the Lakers steal the headlines last night as he goes for 45. And it's one of those nights where you're not quite sure emotionally how locked in you can be if you're Luka. You're going back. Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you excited? The wave of emotions here. In fact, Luka was asked about that last night after the game.
It was a little bit of both, happy and angry, but, it's nice to see some familiar faces here. I spent a lot of times with them. Like you said, it was a lot of emotions. When I woke up, I was tired. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't sleep much. I was excited about this game, and, I really appreciate the fans, the way they reacted to me.
And I thought they were going to give him a standing ovation. I thought they'd cheer him every time he got the ball. It was a home game of sorts for Luka on the road, and the fans made sure that he was welcomed. He felt that way. And it's not the same, but it's compartmentalizing. When Brett Favre's father died, and then Favre went out and had that unbelievable Monday night game, I think against the Raiders, and he just needed to have that escape from what happened with his father. Well, Luka's not exactly escaping. He's walking right into this. He's walking right into where it started, and then he was not so politely asked to leave. And the fact that the GM, Nico Harrison, is in the building, fans are chanting, "Fire Nico," and the over-under was 30.5 points for Luka, and he blew by that. In the first half, he had 31 at halftime. But it was great to see that. And you can't forget about the Lakers are trying to get the number 3 seed. So you got to make sure you win the game. Don't get caught up in the emotion of it. Make sure you win the game. But he drops 45. They win by 15. And, this is what's going to be, I guess, asked of Luka the rest of his career. Being a leader, being mature. Because, LeBron's got how many more years left? Then it's Luka's team. And what you want to see is that maturity, that I can be a leader. We know he can be a great player. It's now what are you going to be? Great players are always adding to their games, whether it's something that is tangible or something that, maybe not so much in being a leader on the court, off the court. And yes, have I said things about his passion, getting caught up in little things? Yes, and maybe that's something that he needs to have. There's certain players that like to have, it's almost like there's a pebble in your shoe. You're never quite comfortable. And jawing with officials, jawing with fans. I hope he grows out of that. He might not. But to be able to put up these kind of numbers and remind us, too, of just how great he can be in a big moment was pretty impressive last night.